guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a discussion, I guess, of my 2 readathons that I'm planning on doing in the month of September. So, like I said, there's 2 readathons that I'm really interested in, and that is the bookoplathon, Becca's bookoplathon, which is running through the entire month. This is a readathon run by Becca from Becca in the Books, and it is based on a reading prompt kind of game, TBR game based off of Monopoly. She does one for herself every single month, but she, last year, I believe, for the first time, ran a readathon using her bookoplathon board, and it seemed like so much fun. I didn't get to participate, but I really wanted to, and so I'm trying my hardest to do it this month. The other one, though, that I was really interested in is G from Book Roast's Orilium the Novice Path Readathon. It's her new magical readathon to replace the one that she has been running before. It will involve taking classes towards a career that you would like to within this magical world, but it is also a little bit D&D-like in that we are using this month to build our character for the real readathon, which will take place next year. I think that you only actually have to complete 2 prompts to fulfill the novice path for this month, which is good because your girl's trying to do 2 readathons. Thanks, Ember. So, I'm not really sure what format I'm going to take this in quite yet, but we will be doing the bookoplathon board first, I'm pretty sure. So, why don't we just jump into that? Okay, so this might be a little bit shaky, but this is my printed out bookoplathon board. He's definitely too big for this, but we're gonna use my Thanksgiving Deadpool as my counter for bookoplathon. And I think we do as many rolls as you want. We're gonna shoot for 5. We'll see how this goes. So, for my first roll, I'm too lazy to go find dice, guys, so this is what we're doing. So, for my first roll, we rolled a 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I landed on girl, boy, people, places, king, queen. I believe that for this prompt, some form of a person has to be in the title of the book. Now for roll number 2. Oh, I rolled a double. So technically her rules are that if you roll a double, you need to roll another time, so I will be rolling 4 more times after this, because great, this is just gonna go great. 1, 2 puts me on chance. And of course, your girl did not write out the chance cards because this is fairly last minute, so, okay, we will figure out the chance situation later. I will probably just, like, randomly write books from my TBR shelf onto chance cards and then just pick one at random, but I will save that for a little bit later. Roll number 3. Roll number 3 is a 7. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is Who. So, Who is to read a book that you have never heard anybody talk about or have heard very few people talking about. Roll number 4 is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We've got another train station card. This one is night, day, afternoon, evening, and this is read a book with a time of day in the title. All variations of night and day count. The word Sunday even has day in it. Dark and light and other variations of those also count. Roll number 5. We have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is disability or mental health rep, which speaks for itself. And then finally we have roll 6, which is 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5 is another chance card, which is just my luck. So Sorry, this is super shaky. But, yep, so we've got 2 chance cards. I will figure that out, and I will get back to you, because that means that I have to read 2 specifically chosen books off of my TBR. And y'all know how that works out for me in the past, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I did all of my rolls. They were not necessarily kind to me, but I think that I am just going with the rolls for now. I am trying to vlog the entire experience, so out of this I will only talk about the 2 chance cards that I picked. Okay, so for the chance card, I didn't end up using the actual cards. I'm cheating a little bit on this, but it's okay. I made John pick specific coordinates from my TBR shelf without actually being able to look at them. So he picked 5 and 8, which led me to The Rise of Magics by Nora Roberts. This is the 3rd book in her trilogy. What is it called? Chronicles of the One. I haven't read it yet. I've read the first 2. I really love the first 2. Something in me has been holding off on reading this one in particular, but we're finally going to get to it. The other chance card book that John picked was Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Novelle, and this is a sci-fi. I don't really know much about it other than that. I'm pretty sure that a girl like falls into a hole and then a gigantic robot type thing is discovered, but it's fairly short, so I've been meaning to read it for a really long time, and it keeps getting sidetracked. So this is probably a good thing. We're okay with it. For the other 4 prompts, you know how I am. I don't like to choose specific books because obviously my own TBR game in which I tried to do that just never worked out that way. So we're going to keep those prompts open. I am going to mood read within them, shall we say, and we will go from there. Okay, so looking further into the Orilium Academy Novice Path Readathon, you currently only have to fulfill 2 prompts in order to travel across the world to get to the Orilium Academy. I believe you can read any of them, but it seems likely to me that one of them should be the prompt for the Orilium Academy. So, in addition to that, you can continue to read prompts to create your character all the way up until April 2022. So, I mean, I think you could skip all of that too, but that would take the fun out of it. So I think for this month, I'm going to focus on completing the prompts that will actually get me to the academy, and then worry about creating my character in following months. We'll see how it goes. If I can use one of the books that I've gotten from my, bookoplathon TBR, then that will be even better, and maybe I can create a little bit of my character this month, but right now I'm focusing on getting to the academy. Now, I will say that I have an unreasonable amount of arcs that I need to read in the month of September, so if I can, like, slam through some of those and fulfill prompts with them, I will absolutely try and slot those in and do my best with that. So with that being said, I am barely into Winterlight, and I am fairly positive I'm going to use that for one of these. She might consider this cheating, I'm not really sure, but I'm not 50% of the way into it yet, so I'm going to say that I have barely started it, honestly, and carry on. And so, I'm going to use Winterlight to fulfill the prompt of Ashtorn Tree, which is to read a book that keeps tempting you or a book that is at the top of your TBR, and that 100% is. And then finally, the Orilium Academy arc, which is where you get to the book, is a book with a school setting, and I don't know that I'm going to pick something for this yet, but we shall see. I know that I do need to read The Graduate, which is the 2nd book in the Scholomance, which is the sequel to A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I was approved for an arc of that on NetGalley. I don't think it comes out in September. The Last Graduate. I read it wrong. And it does come out in September, so that's actually really fortunate. So I'm going to try and fit The Last Graduate into the one with a school setting, like I said, and I will be using Winterlight, which is another arc that I have due next month, for a book that has been tempting me, because I've had it for over a month now, and I have just been reading other arcs instead of it, and it has been making me sad. But that is it for the books that I plan on reading for both the Becca's Bookoplathon Readathon and the Novice Path Orilium Academy Magical Readathon that is being put on by G from Book Roast. I'm really, really excited for this one, guys. I loved her previous Magical Readathon. The concept was so much fun, and she put so much work into this. If you haven't checked it out, I will link both of their announcement videos down below so you guys can go and see them. And then also in my description, you will find links to the books that I might have talked about, because I think I did mention a few. You're also going to find all of my social media links for my Twitter, my Goodreads, and my Instagram, in case you want to follow me on any of those. and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!